News! I've been drinking Kool-Aid cameras like I did when I was 9, 'cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Welcome to this wonderful news show of mine, where I don't do them a lot because news stories get very slow. As a matter of fact, I kind of covered news stories from the past weeks and recently at the same time. So that way combined together, because I don't do these news videos a lot and news stories get really slow. But enough with the shenanigans of repeating myself. Let's get right into it, because unfortunately I have some bad news. And also there will be some sources from gaming news sites such as Siliconera and Nintendo Life, and of course an anime news outlet that we have a story from, Tokyo Otaku Mode. By the way, source links in the description. And yeah, bad news. Very bad news.
And the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple 'cause it feels like a lot.
It's time to begin our first news story, and it's an unfortunate one. Now, if you guys remember Your Waifu Fox Girl Kanko, Your Waifu Fox Girl Kanko was a visual novel / life simulator where you spend every day with a lovely fox girl who goes by Kanko, and you do various everyday activities with her, such as petting her head, and of course drinking tea with her, and etc. And of course you could dress her up in many outfits. And however, the game was getting redesigned to implement Live 2D. And when the Live 2D engine updates the game, Kanko was going to be more animated than ever. Not only that, there was a Kickstarter campaign for the English translation and localization of the game. However, thanks to your efforts, my efforts, our efforts, it was a success. And, of course, we secured the English release of Your Waifu Fox Girl Kanko. And thank goodness for that. Now, hip hip hooray, everybody. Hip hip hooray. Anyway, however, the last update was back in February 3rd, and it was discussing a brand new feature. However, ever since, there hasn't been a single update from Megami Soft from the rest of February and the entire month of March. However, Megami Soft did took to the official Kickstarter page for Your Waifu Fox Girl Kanko and updated it this April. This is this month. We're in April. Guess what? They said that they were wanting to aim for an April release, but unfortunately, they had to delay the game until summer due to this situation known as COVID-19 coming in and causing complications from left and right. And yeah, Megami Soft had to recuperate from the situation. Oh my goodness. And they had to delay the game till summer of 2020. Now, let's be honest here. I'm glad to hear that Megami Soft is doing okay. I'm glad to see that the project is still kicking. Because, it could have been worse. It could have been worse because of, COVID-19. So, that is the situation here. This is Megami Soft's really big project, and not only that, their big project is getting translated in English and released here, but then unfortunately COVID-19 is getting in the way, causing situations, and there's having to recuperate from it and getting development back on track. And really, to be honest with you here, I just wanted to know if Megami Soft is okay, and I wanted to know if Your Waifu Fox Girl Kanko is still happening. I don't care if the game has to get delayed. If it has to get delayed, just get it delayed. You need more time to work on it. Good for you. Take your time. That's really great. I just wanted to know if Megami Soft is okay and if the project is okay. And really, the game got delayed till summer, but however, I'm glad to hear that Megami Soft is still fighting strong and doing alright. and the project is still kicking. So that's really grateful, and that's something I should be really, really grateful for, and that's something I'm definitely grateful for. So yeah, expect your waifu Fox Girl Konko to essentially come to you guys, especially in English, this summer. That being totally said, let's get right on going to the next news story.
We play Halo.
So Nintendo Live's got a very interesting news story. Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking doozy. Okay, so thank you, Nintendo Life, for coming up with this article recapping the situation. By the way, source links in the description. Now, this involves the latest installment in the Cooking Mama franchise, where you get to help Mama cook food. And, yeah, it's been a popular franchise. It's getting its latest installment, Cooking Mama Cookstar. And, it got pulled from the Nintendo eShop. This is weird. Yeah, it is weird. So, what the heck is going on? I'm confused. Because this is where I have to say that this situation is a doozy. However, before its removal from the eShop, there was rumors speculating that there was code in the game that was leading to cryptocurrency mining. However, that was then debunked by an anonymous dev, I'll talk about it later, and of course people handling the game. And that was pretty much where the rumors began to spread. That was shut down quickly. And then, however, there was allegations of Cooking Mama Cookstar draining batteries and overheating Nintendo Switches. Which, if that is true, that doesn't seem really good. But, however, there was a data miner that was data mining from the Cooking Mama game. And he didn't find no codes related to cryptocurrency mining, but he did find 3 background music tracks that seemed to be ripped from YouTube videos containing background music from previous installments. So yeah, that is very odd. The mystery keeps going on, because an anonymous dev took to Screen Rant and pretty much shutted down the whole cryptocurrency mining myth, and however pointed out that the game, of course, was going to be draining battery and overheating switches because Cooking Mama Cookstar was a game made in Unity, and of course, when it comes to games made in Unity engine, shenanigans ensures, and it happens. It's the Unity engine. Let's be honest here. Okay. However, the anonymous dev saying to Screen Rant that the real reason behind the eShop removal is due to a legal dispute from the publisher and the IP holder of the Cooking Mama series. So, yeah, things are getting really, really complicated. And boy, oh boy, it turns out to be that there's a legal situation, there's a heavily legal dispute with the IP holder that's essentially holding this game back from releasing in the eShop at all. Then, however, the publisher took to their official Twitter and stated that they would, quote, love to do it as there is that current situation that's been turning the world upside down. However, people are assuming that they're saying it's the coronavirus that caused the game to be removed from the eShop. So, really, to be honest with you here, it all just boils down to, was the game actually removed because of the performance issues that could hurt switches or rip video game music, or could it be because of a legal dispute between the people handling it and the IP holder? The real reason becomes very complicated. And by the way, thank you, Nintendo Life, for this wonderful recap article discussing that. Source links in the description. This seems to be really, like I said, it's a fucking doozy. I would love to see, hey, there's a Cooking Mama on the Switch. Oh wait, it got removed from eShop due to some shenanigans. But hopefully it isn't something serious to the point where it won't be able to release again, and copies, physical copies, are going to be... it's just really essentially weird at this point. I kind of wonder, is this game still going to happen, or is this legal dispute going to keep this game from releasing for long? It's just... really, from what's going on. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for, essentially, I guess approximately a month, or we could probably end up waiting for days and then have a bunch of evidence and clues surfacing, and pretty much, if it is certain and we're digging up information from left and right and we're confirming for things to completely come together, and that there's a legal dispute between the IP holder and the people handling the game, it's just weird. And also the overheating, battery draining, and the anonymous dev pointing out, hey, it's a game made in Unity Engine. Yeah, I can see Unity Engine doing that kind of crap. The problem with the Unity Engine, I don't know if it's the dev's end or the Unity Engine's end, but the most common problem when it comes to Unity Engine is essentially the performance issues caused by the lack of optimization. And that is essentially the problem. Yeah. Things get really complicated, guys. Boy, is it getting... What the hell is that sound? Oh. I guess the family dog playing around with a bucket. But, yeah, the Unity Engine and games do not get along because of optimization issues. But, however, if the dev is really pointing out that that the legal dispute between the IP holder and the official people holding the game is the real reason why Cooking Mama was removed from the eShop, then so be it. And, yeah, if that anonymous dev is right, he is definitely right. We knew it all along because the anonymous dev said it. But if there is overheating, then yeah, this is a problem with Unity Engine. And really, to be honest with you here, Unity Engine's gonna really have to get their shit together. The guys working on the Unity Engine's gonna have to get their shit together, because the most common problem when it comes to Unity Engine is the performance issues, thanks to the lack of optimization. And here's the situation. Unity is a used game engine for the sake of games you play in a browser and games you download. But, however, these developers are going to have to figure something out here, or the people working on the engine. We don't know what's going on with that, but when it comes to the people working on the game engine, alright, really, Unity Engine, come on. We don't know what's going on. But really, to be honest with you here, we're going to have to get to this, we're going to end up at this point to where the creators of the Unity Engine themselves come in and help devs optimize their game, or pull out guides to help devs optimize their game. So, yeah, that's something we need to consider thinking about. Anyway, on to the next news story.
And we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise.
Okay, they couldn't show this off at the road to PlayStation 5 PowerPoint presentation? What the fuck? Anyway, Sony has officially, over at their PlayStation blog, revealed the new PlayStation 5 controller, and it will be titled the DualSense. DualSense, But however, what's new? What is new that's going to be implemented into the controller, rather than a redesign and all that shenanigans? Well, here's what's going to happen. The DualSense will be having haptic feedback, by the way, adaptive triggers, a create button in place of a share button. Okay, don't worry, there's no share button, but it's replaced by a create button. So yeah, there is a create button. Okay, and there is a built-in microphone into the controller where you can totally utilize it. Now, however, that's going to be the big talking features for the DualSense controller for the PlayStation 5. And yes, it is going to be the official PlayStation 5 controller. And, yeah, they went with DualShock. It's kind of funny how they went with DualShock 1, DualShock 2, DualShock 3, DualShock 4, DualSense. I was expecting DualShock 5, and then next thing you know, DualSense. I mean, the DualSense would look great as a PC gaming controller as PlayStation 4 controllers, aka DualShock 4, have been utilized into the PC gaming scene as a PC gamer's gamepad. That's something. That's right, guys. That is something. But, that controller could be censored. I mean, come on, guys. It has to meet the international, content policy. Alright? It can't be too lewd. But, there's an elephant in the room. We don't know about the launch titles, we don't know about the price, and we don't know about the look of the console and the design of the console, because that's yet to be revealed. Oh yeah, you could have revealed all that at your Road to PlayStation 5 presentation. Oh wait, I already have that done and dealt with in another video. Enough with my shenanigans discussing on it. The DualSense looks very interesting. It looks very nice and sleek. It looks like a great PC gaming controller. All right. If there's going to be PC gaming support for it, there's going to be PC gaming support for it. And Steam's going to implement controller support over on Steam for that controller, just like Valve did with the DualShock 4. Yeah. They did that, because there was the DualShock 4 controller, and Gabe Newell came up and said, hey, plug it on your PC. That's right. Steam games officially support the PlayStation 4 controller. My dudes. However, on the bright side, at least we got a piece of information revealed to us, a very vital piece of, at least a controller for the PlayStation 5 was revealed to us, and thank goodness. That's great. That's really great. Better than nothing. But anyway, let's get right on going to the next news story.
We would go to school, but not allowed to.
Siliconera be hitting us with bad news, man. Thank you, Siliconera, for the news story. Source links in the description. Because Siliconera officially revealed that Japan's rating... Well, how this works is that Siliconera is a gaming site that pretty much translates gaming news from Japan as well. But, yeah, let's get right on with that much. However, the Japanese video game age rating board, known as CERO, it's similar to the ESRB age rating system that the ESRB offices that comes up with the age rating for our games here in America. And, of course, for the UK and the Europe, we have the PEGI. The PEGI. Japan has the CERO that provides age ratings for the games. And why are they showing up in this news video? Well, that's because due to COVID-19, CERO is having to temporarily close their doors until May 6th. Or that is the alleged date where things would go back in operation. Now, what does that mean for games over in Japan? That could possibly lead to, and that's also pointed out by Siliconera, this could lead to games being delayed. And there are some games that are yet to be rated by the CERO that are going to have to wait more or wait a little longer in order for the game to get that age rating. So, yeah, things are getting really complicated. And, yeah, the COVID-19 situation is gone haywire. Hell is breaking loose, and yeah, it's causing game delays. It's causing events getting canceled. Hell, on a global scale, we've had delays, events getting canceled, and if we remember right, there was that big epic sports event that got delayed till 2021. The COVID-19 situation is just going haywire, and things are just getting ugly. But, however, remember to practice social distancing. Refrain from being around big crowds. As a matter of fact, I would refrain from going outdoors. That's been commonly said. Keep yourself indoors, and there's plenty of things you can do to get yourself entertained, and I know there are some issues. I'll talk about that in another video. I do plan on talking about that in another video, definitely, but oh boy, this is complicating. Oh hey, we got good news. Hey, let's get right on going to the next news story.
Cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes.
Tokyo Otaku Mode, thank you for this wonderful good news article. Source links in the description. Thank you, Tokyo Otaku Mode. Thank you for breaking the chain of very bad news with finally good news, everybody. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Well, let's be honest here, but enough with the shenanigans. Let's get right on going. Now, Show by Rock Mashu Mairash aired its 12th and final episode. However, after the credits, and pretty much after the after-credit scene, there was a reveal of a teaser, via teaser, that Show by Rock will still be getting another anime adaptation in the works titled Show by Rock Stars. And, of course, it will be covering more than one band, so not just Mashu Mairash, but we're also going to be seeing Plasmagica. But, however, Show by Rock Stars got a new key visual, and it has been revealed to us. And, absolutely, Show by Rock Stars is going to be the anime that's going to center multiple bands at once. And we're going to be not only seeing Mashu Mairash, but we're also going to be seeing Sure Sure. I forgot the rest of the name. You have Plasmagica. Yes, Plasmagica. We have Shingen Crimson's Dokanjo Finger. We're going to have Akari Effect, Bud Virgin Logic. We're going to see Raging Signal. We're going to see Pretty Krista, and there's going to be a new band called Yoka. I'm going to have to go to my news notes to pretty much get the name said right. It's going to be a new band in the anime adaptation, by the way. Yoka Sen no Horizon. Yoka Sen no Horizon will be the new band that will debut in the anime series. So, yes, Show by Rock Stars is looking very great, looking very bright. Thank you, Tokyo Otaku Mode. Source links in the description. However, there is no word of a release date for the anime, and however, we have yet to see a trailer for the anime. But really, to be honest with you here, when it comes to Show by Rock Stars, and what we're seeing with Show by Rock Mashu Mairash, really, to be honest with you here, what's going on is that we're probably going to see, because we haven't had a Dagger Morse, we haven't had anything of Meladesian Crystals. It's just everything about the Dark Monsters, Dagger Morse, and the Meladesian Crystals, they're getting thrown out the fucking window in favor for a more bare-bones storyline that centers around the bands and wanting to go more with the video game canon that's been in the mobile game. And of course, you have that new game titled Show by Rock Fez Alive. And yeah, when that comes out, and then there's Show by Rock Mashu Rush, which kind of came out and seemed to us as a soft reboot. Because a lot of the stories in regards to Dagger Morse and Meladesian Crystals and Dark Monsters just get retconned and thrown out of the fucking window. There hasn't been not a single one. It was just focus on Mashu Rush, with a few episodes focusing on Dekanjo Finger, and you see how a band is formed and how a band proceeds. But with Show by Rock Stars, we're going to be seeing more than one band. We're going to be seeing Mashu Rush and Plasmagica and many more. So let's see how that goes down. And hopefully, with that totally said, I don't think a 12-episode run would cut it for Show by Rock Stars. We're going to have to see more than 12 episodes if that is to be the case, that it would be centering around multiple bands. So, yeah. Things get pretty interesting. Things get pretty interesting. So, yeah. I probably would not be expecting Show by Rock Stars to be this year. I'm probably expecting that to be early next year. I mean, let's think about that. But, however, this is great news. This is good news. Really good news. Thank you, Tokyo Otaku Mode, for this great, great, good news story. Source links in the description.
Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that...
I hope you guys had a fantastic, wonderful time with this excellent news video. It got hit with bad news, but then we ended off with good news, everybody. Yeah, good news. And hopefully things are going well for you. As for me, I just got this news video off of my chest. And boy, oh boy, we're going to be having a good time in different videos. I have a video game classics planned, working on it, okay? And also another video game classics, and I'll be taking a look at a game in modern day. With that totally said, and then also we'll be returning a few segments from the past. That being totally said, that's all. I'll be looking forward to you in the next video. Peace out.
we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime.